All right, it is time for pre-market prep at the close.
Three consecutive highs, opened, matched yesterday's low, and then once it took out there, that's all the breakout momentum traders needed.
Joel, good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, everyone watching at home, at work, at the gym, wherever you are. Welcome to pre-market prep at the close. Spencer Israel, Joel Elconin. Joel, how's your day going today?
Hopefully no one's listening and watching while they're driving their car.
If you have a self-driving car, you can do that.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Doing well on this kind of humid, warm Thursday afternoon here in the Motor City. I don't think it's going to persist through the weekend as accurately predicted by our weatherman, Spencer Israel. But you know how I talk about sometimes the market does all its stuff overnight and then we come in and we do the show and then we let the market trade the whole day.
Mm-hmm.
And we're kind of where we were this morning.
Mm-hmm. It seems like it's been a lot lately.
Yeah, well, that's what happened today. I mean, we've tacked on our gains. That bogey was 58 and a quarter, and we took that out, new all-time high, 60.75. Unless we completely fall apart, we're going to make a new all-time closing high. That previous all-time closing high was at 45.75. We're a good 10 handles above that going into the close to see if we can pick up some momentum and maybe take out that 60.75, kind of only a 30-point range. Still got another 10 points to get to the average, but we shall see what happens. Crude up 21 cents. Dip heads hit 73.61. This is trading at a new high for the rebound as well. Gold is slipping, can't clear 1,800. Sure looks like it's going to be testing those lows from last week. Down 760 at 1775.80. Silver clinging at 26, down 9 cents at 26.02. Bitcoin halfway back on its way to 40K, up 21.30 at 35,030. Ethereum up $113 at 2,033.25.
We should probably start with infrastructure here. We got some cooperation, some bipartisanship in DC, and this infrastructure plan, or some of it at least, is going to it's gonna happen. Apparently, it's gonna happen. So I totally agree with who just said it in chat. Matt Marody is asking if there's any off the radar infrastructure plays, because everyone just hears infrastructure and they think Caterpillar right away, or they think U.S. Steel right away. But all these stocks, the entire sector jumped on that headline that was a couple hours ago now. So you can look at any infrastructure. Actually, no, that's not true, because like the railroads didn't really move, but like materials, steel, Caterpillar, those guys all moved on the headline. Deere moved a little bit on the headline as well. Boeing's having a good day today. That was the big headline of the day, was the infrastructure deal. So a lot of things moved off that. It's why the Dow is thus far. Dow is beating the NASDAQ and the SPY, actually. So.
Have we heard this song before? As far as like deals being reached and everything? It just seems like there's agreement, disagreement, agreement, disagreement. It passed, it doesn't pass. I mean, is this in the House or the Senate? Or just a bipartisan group of
it's just like a bipartisan
okay. I mean it's good news.
They haven't. He spoke from like 2 to when? He spoke at like 2 to 2:30, and like they haven't passed anything.
Okay.
Right.
I just kind of, I mean, you can chase this or whatever. It just seems like it, just like I've seen this rodeo before.
Yeah.
But bipartisanship with the senators is what Mick is saying. So that's good. That's progress. These issues did get a pop. I mean, one, Spencer, I think are you in this TOLZ too? I'd try to do one lead. Yeah, TOLZ. or is it
Uh,
Yeah, tolls, TOLZ.
not in tolls, but also
Yeah, that's
can't,
an infrastructure play there. It's just kind of an ETF that's not moving a whole lot. Deer,
we can't see your charts though, so I don't know what tolls look like. Tolls. That's a new one.
yeah,
I'm in the one that I'm in is like a small cap. I'm in what is it? It's PSCI, small cap industrials is what I'm in.
okay,
But
let me take.
I don't know tolls. That's an interesting one. I don't know what's in it. I'm imagining all the same stocks, right? Pretty much.
Yep,
Um,
yep. But I would just say, without going through these individual charts here, I mean, this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 day rally for Deere, big sell off. You know what I like to do on these kind of moves? Once the momentum gets going, it looks like you had a big move and you had a retracement coming back down. Why not go to 380? Or no, excuse me, who get excited there? The 360 area. Also, I see the three tops in that area. So there's a potential target. You could probably do the same thing with cat. These were just a little bit, just got a little bit of rotated out of. They did have, well, not as big a moves, but look at this. Well, I got a weekly here. I want to change that to a monthly. But it takes a while to, get these gains. Well, how many up in a row, then red, then green, then red. So retracement time is what I'd be looking for. These stocks are trading good, well off the news. I'll just let me look at it from a retracement perspective. Oh, I missed it. Let me do it one more time. And just to see where the possibility that these things can go. Well, I got that right on the kisser. 225, 226, that's halfway back for these moves. When you see stocks strong uptrends, they have a reversal. What you like to see is them get those gains, retrace half, take back half of the move, and then set your sights up for the high of the move. X, I don't know if Tony from the pre-market prep plus room is here, but he's been cheering along. U.S. Steel spiked to 24 early, pulled back, and now working its way. So looked like he established a little bit of a lower end of a trading range, but back on its way up for U.S. Steel. And then what's your ETF?
it's a smaller one that I own. PSCI is the ticker, but who was in chat noting that rail caught a bid today, and then I saw a lot of people mentioning PAVE. That's like one of the larger infrastructure ETFs. Saw a lot of on Twitter of PAVE today. So
what was the one stock that Mark gave us a while ago that he really liked it as an infrastructure play?
Oh God, it was like.
It was an obscure name. It was a weird name. And I looked at it and I'm like, oh, that's too high. And it just went higher. I can't think of it.
I don't know.
Should have asked him today.
All right, let's move on from infrastructure. Let's talk about yesterday we had some random M&A speculation in Comcast and Roku, and today we have more random M&A speculation. This time it's in a stock that we definitely have not talked about all year long, and that is Hershey, HSY. What happened was somebody at Gordon and Haskett noticed, I guess they track the private jets, and they noticed that a jet owned by Hershey was in Omaha, Nebraska. And you know who lives in Omaha, Nebraska, right, guys?
Uncle Warren.
No, but I'm putting down. So they're saying, interesting. We know that Warren likes his food companies. We know he likes.
You do, yeah.
He likes Kraft Heinz. He likes consumer staples. He likes businesses with real cash flows. But
I don't know why he would. I mean, why would you want a company that makes money and has cash, Spencer?
The Hershey thing is weird though, because their structure, they're owned by like a trust or something. So, like there's like a Hershey's trust that I remember reporting on this like a few years ago, and they have to approve any deal, and they like never approve because there was a rumor with like they're gonna merge with Mondelez a while back, and the Hershey Trust like never approves anything. So anyway,
Hershey, the Great American Chocolate Bar, right? I don't know. I mean, that's tough. I mean, going on a plane being spotted, it kind of remember like when coaches and the big time coaches are moving around or they just went to Alabama and so that I mean, if that's something you could trade off, I don't know, but technically 175. I mean, that is just a line in the sand there. You didn't get over there today. That just look at all those daily highs. Must be someone perched at 175 and boom, boom. I mean, that's your major resistance. Of course, if a deal's taken out, resistance doesn't mean anything. But right now, queuing on 175, that's your major resistance. You didn't quite get there yet today.
All right. Joe, after you and Dennis left the stream this morning, I did remember that we had a couple earnings. I'm sure
Yes, you did.
them on your stream. KB Home and Rite Aid, and they're both down today. Rite Aid is getting punished hard.
Well, if you would have listened to their CEO, you would have been like, okay, this is bad news. I mean, she has a little different take on the pandemic, different name too. Her name is Hayward. And unusual name, and she was talking like this variant was like right around the corner. We're shutting down the economy. I don't know about that, but the street took it to heart, and you never had a shot on this one. You had the gap down. You took out the low in the same area. Reverse reverse split stock. I talk about that all the time. Looks like we want to test this low here at 1652. So we'll see. I mean, I would at least wait for a double bottom or something to trade off here, but a gap down. And I know their frontline numbers weren't too bad, but it's just that she really talked down the company and the prospects, but she was talking about it if the pandemic came back. So I don't know. I'd keep an eye on this one next quarter if if everything goes according to plan and we don't have a big outbreak, then I would I don't want to say that. I don't want to say load the boat. I would just say this has an opportunity for a turnaround, a potential opportunity for a turnaround if the circumstances are favorable to the company.
Okay.
How was that? Was that did I walk the line enough on that one?
I don't even know what that means.
That means
that's how news.
yes. That means if we don't have an outbreak, then they should do okay. At least with we don't shut down the economy. Rite Aid, it may have a good quarter. But
right. Let's talk about Amazon here. Bank of America said that Amazon's Prime Day numbers were soft compared to last year. Of course, Amazon never actually comes out and says how much money that they made on Prime Day. We only have estimates and models and things like that. So Amazon's down 1.6% today.
Is it BAC or is it just people going cha-ching? I bought this going into Prime Day. I talked about this one. The three highs in the same. I think I talked about this one with Rob. I'll have to talk about this one tomorrow on the Stock Odds show. Three highs in the same area. So the boys were trying to sell into strength. It didn't. That Bank America news turned it. Boy, oh boy. I mean, are we going back down to the bottom of the trading range? I don't know. Next stop, 3,400. We're trying to take out the 4-day low at we did at 34.30. 4-day low 434, bouncing a little bit. Next number I see is down at 34.01. So you were warned that there was possibly the top of the trading range, and looks like some profit taking finally. I think you might have seen this. Bank America note or not, I think you would have seen this in Amazon.
I think you're probably right. I did warn this morning, and yesterday for that matter, about the banks. We're going to get some stress test results probably I expect after the close today, and we expect the lot of them will announce buybacks this, dividend raises that. And this will just follow through from what the Fed. Remember, the Fed had those rules on that they got rid of some of the caps a couple months ago, contingent on the banks passing the next round of tests, which is going to be announced today. So we expect the banks to pass. We expect them to announce all bunch of buybacks and dividends, and they are strong into that. Honestly, Mark said he would fade it, and I kind of feeling that now. Now that they're all up today, I'm kind of feeling that now.
They're all up. They're all up, but decent. They're all rebounding here off of shellacking going into the Fed meeting last week. I'll just go. I mean, it looks like J.P. Morgan is the laggard in this rally here, trying to get back. I mean, nowhere near half of the gain. So, if you do get some good news on this one, I mean, short term for JP Morgan, pair of highs right at 157.50. Let's get our old retracement tool out here, see where that lands us. If we actually go in, you talk about some symmetry here. 157.54, that's halfway. That's $5 higher. Maybe if you want to get a scalp off there. Bank of America rebounding too, a little bit less volatile stock. I think that that is a little bit more on its way back. Let's get the old retracement tool out for BAC and see where that brings us. Boom, boom. That brings us just over 41, but it's almost there. But 42 is the number there. 4 highs last week and then going at the end of the preceding week. So 42, that's my big number in Bank of America.
And I think that was it. Oh, yeah. I just want to remind everyone that we have FedEx and Nike after the close. Oh, wait. There was FedEx, Nike, BlackBerry.
Ooh.
And I think that was it. And I have some times for you. FedEx usually out at 4:03 or 4:04. Nike's usually out at 4:15. BlackBerry is usually out much later at 5. And that's the earnings slate for tonight.
KB Holmes, you want to do that one?
Sure. It's down today.
Yeah. What did they have to say?
The numbers were all good from what I remember. I looked this morning.
Yeah, for some reason, well, they don't like it. Acted a little bit different than the some of the other home builders. I know Lennar did okay. Street's selling well into the report here, going back to May when it's made a new all-time high. I'm going to go to the monthlies here. And if you're looking to get this on a pullback, maybe wait closer to the 38.50 area. I see 2 monthly lows at 38.62 and 38.05.
All right, let's do a couple of tickers from chat that I wrote down this morning, and then we will cover some tickers from this chat. I wrote down Twilio and Square from this morning.
Twilio! TWLO.
Mm-hmm.
On its way back, right? Ooh, yeah. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Man, this is almost back. No, it's not back at the all-time high. I mean, a little bit of a breather here. If I was long this and was participating in this whole thing, I'd probably have my stop at the below today's low, 382.43. That's the highest it's low it made in quite some time. If you're looking for a little bit more on the bone tomorrow, 396.35. That splits a pair of highs there. You didn't quite get there today. You got to 93.93. Let's see what the settlement was on this day. That it was on when it's on its upward trajectory. And now, I don't know. It's tough. I just a big rally. I'd try and maybe hold out for this 396, but I'd get a little bit cautious, on a day trading perspective if it took out that low from today's session.
What about Square?
SQ I got some favorable blew through the 50% like it wasn't even standing still. 250. That's what you got to look at. How high did you get today? Today you got to close. You got to 48.90. But these pair of highs are sticking out here at 49.42, 49.96. So you hit a sell zone, you got close to it, backed off, you traded near the low of the session. I expect a lower high in this today and a little bit lower low. A lot of times they do migrate back if they blow through that 50% retracement so quickly. A lot of times they come back to it before they resume their move higher.
I just looked at the chart of Costco for no reason at all, but I remember looking at it like a month ago, and I remember thinking, "Oh, it looks like it wants to go. I should buy it," and I didn't buy it. Damn it!
That's
Anyway,
COST.
yeah.
People
Anyway,
still buying in bulk.
it's annoying. Whatever. Costco and Target are both breaking out here.
Yeah. Whew. I mean, quiet ranges, you did break out, but you're back near the low of the session. So, and that's matching yesterday's low. I would keep an eye on this one. I'd keep an eye on 391. That basically splits the lows from the last two sessions. So after that, you got a little dip. Uh, doesn't look super toppy yet, but I don't like that it made the new all-time high, 93.54. And then, well, how much did you bet? Oh, you're not that far off it. So you got to figure if it could bust out, keep going 400, right? When's the last time, a whole number? Well, it's a NASDAQ stock, so you won't be able to see the book. But it looks like you're going to get a triple close. I'd focus on 392 tomorrow, 92.18. That was the all-time closing high, 91.97 yesterday. And now today you're trading right in that area, 392. So consolidation, like to see it hold 392 tomorrow and take out that 95.50 high.
All right, Joel, why don't you pull up Wish here? Because it's at the high of the day, just about. And this is now you've got, like, we talk about like levels to lean on, and the Wish looks like it has a level to lean on really from the long side and the short side. I mean, this 14, whatever, what is that? 14, 15, 14, 20,
Yep.
14, 30, that whole range, right? Where it's at right now, basically.
Yeah, well, yeah, you did great analysis on that one. I'll just leave it at that. You identified the resistance, really support, not as well defined, but good eye on the resistance there. In Wish,
Okay,
WISH.
what happened with? Wait, is there news on the trade desk today? Holy cow, Dino M1815. Was there news on the trade desk that I missed? Google is delaying the phase out. Oh yeah, that's right. I do remember this from this morning. Google's delaying the phase out of third-party cookies on Chrome until 2023. Essentially, these cookies are essentially what helps companies like the Trade Desk make money because they live in this world. So whether you're looking at Trade Desk, whether you're looking at
yeah, but they're phasing it out. Was that
no, but they're delaying the phase out.
yeah.
So PUBM, TTD. What's the other one, guys? I know there's one more that I'm not thinking of. I don't know, but anyway, TTD. Yeah, nice move today.
Well, yeah. Boom. Let's go right to the culprit. Boy, stock split or not. I mean, this thing just kept on going. You had the split, easier to trade, more day traders in there. They ran with the news. Really nothing super relevant here up on the upside. 77.97 was a high. Nothing there. I don't have a reference. Yeah, I do. 77.97. Wow. That was your high, March 17th. Your high today, 77.97. So break on through the other side, 98. That's what you got to get to. Big seller, or not 98, 78. Big seller perched at 78 in the trade desk. Nice recovery for that issue. Got hit on earnings, announced the stock buyback or the stock split. And wow, that's a big day. And open right at the high of the session and then never look back. The close will be important today if you want to use it besides that $78 level.
Here we go. I love this because I knew there were some more names and I didn't know who they were, but we got a headline in Benzinga Pro. CRTO is another one. MGNI is another one. Ramp, and then SEMR. Those are some other tickers that are also in the advertising technology space that Google and Facebook essentially dominate, but this is also like the services that enable the marketplace. So, and again, Facebook delaying the phase out of cookies.
Is it Facebook or Google?
I'm sorry, it's Google, but Facebook also controls or has a.
Yeah, I would just say, folks, that you're getting excited about something bad that didn't happen. You know,
It's true. It's true.
I mean, it's good news, and it's good news. But they changed their mind once. Who knows? They're going to change it again. So this one, a little bit more technical, big area because you were just up here in June, and you made a high at 44.10. Today you go 44.28. You haven't backed off a whole lot. But it is three lows or three highs in the $44 area. If in fact you can clear that, what are you looking at? Next daily or next monthly high, that's way up at 47.57. But first things first, let's take care of 44.
All right, let's go back. Oh, it's 3:57. Time flies.
No!
We're having fun. Okay, we'll go to chat. We'll do a few from chat, and then we'll wrap it up here. What about?
Let's go to the chat.
CFLT. That was an IPO today. Yeah, that was an IPO today.
What's the symbol?
CFLT. This is
Confluent.
Yeah, we talked about this on Monday.
What is this? What do they do?
Oh gosh, you're gonna put me on the spot. I'm gonna look it up in Benzinga Pro. I don't have to know. Just look it up in Benzinga Pro.
I would say their daily resistance at 47. I'd say daily support at 42.31, and wherever it closes.
Software.
Yeah.
Software
company. Software company.
Yeah.
Just keep an eye on that. I mean, it looks like it's bouncing 5-point range, 2.5, 40. Yeah, it's settling right around mid-range. So not a bad day. Hard to give much on a stock that's only traded one day.
Okay. Oh, GrowGen. We haven't talked about GrowGen for a hot second. Robert Crowley wants to know GRWG. How is the Home Depot pot doing?
The Home Depot pot is going through the 50% retracement, but it failed. It failed miserably. Not miserably. I shouldn't say that. 46.19 looked like it was mid-range. It poked its head, and it just gave it back. So, not a big deal. 45.84. It looks like it just got above it. What's my line say? It says 46.19, but figure your exact number on that, and then what you want to do is you want to see it get back up there, hold a couple days, and then make another move higher. But a lot of that's targets for people that were buying something on the cheap, investors buying on cheap. They're not looking for this thing to go back to $59. They're just doing a little intermediate swing trade and not trying to take the whole chunk out of the market.
And then thanks, Spinner. Also, APPS is in that advertising tech space. Joel, you mentioned 50% retracement. And I was reminded about Biogen today. Is Biogen, has it given back 50% of its move?
They did good, Spencer. Let's see here. I mean, where do you want to figure it from? You know what? Let's just do it real quick. We'll do it.
Yeah.
We'll do it.
What?
From that low?
What about like 2?
Yeah, 340. Oh, good call, Spencer. Yeah, 340 on the monthly. But that, I mean, give or take a little bit. Yeah, I got the 345 today. I just, man, just like give me my money back from 5 years in one day. That's just. If your standard deviation moves, that's way off, way off the charts. And then that good news on Lilly, that didn't do much over the pre-market high, folks. We tried to give you a heads up on that one. I believe it was right around 338. You did spend some time over it, but Lilly's a pretty thick stock. And it took it out, but at the day's end, you probably wouldn't have been off too bad selling it at the 238 if you had it as a target. So that's it, Spencer. New all-time closing high right here, 55.75. Another great day on Wall Street. heading into the Russell rebalance tomorrow.
All right, everyone, please remember all the information from our show meant to be used as informational purposes, not for investing or trading advice. Here's that disclaimer. Smash the like button. Cannabis Hour is up next. Everyone have a good rest of your day. Cannabis Hour now. See you guys tomorrow. My